It's your boy Brando.
What's up, y'all?
We about to go.
Back with another video.
I know we've been slacking on the videos, you feel me?
We got a story time to tell y'all what's been going on because I think that y'all need to know because
It's a lot.
It's a lot, but we is on our way to our U-Haul and that's gonna explain most of what this video is about.
U-Haul, you feel me? I know y'all looking for the other cars, but it's a lot of shit going on. You know what I'm saying? Neighbors and shit.
And we are in the U-Haul, y'all. Hold on, let me place this.
Oh, we forgot the ox.
Go get it. Alright, y'all, we are in the U-Haul currently, as y'all can see, in a big fat U-Haul. Now, why are we in the U-Haul? Wow. Okay, but while we in the U-Haul, y'all, long story. So I'm trying to figure out how we gonna start this story. How should we start this story? Cause it's like it's a lot of different things going on right now, y'all. So reasons we ain't been uploading is very, very personal, but I guess they don't stop the grind. But
make sure y'all hit that subscribe button.
Before we start this video and tell y'all what's going on, make sure y'all subscribe to the channel because apparently y'all want to see what's going on. Hit the like button. Yeah. Hold on, y'all. I gotta wait till Brandon go in the house because he left the cord and we'll start this video back. Alright, y'all, we back. So I'm gonna start out by saying don't bash me in these comments, don't bash us in these comments. Don't if it's negative, you can keep it to yourself because we don't care.
We don't care.
We ain't had no negative energy this whole time being out here, so we ain't gonna start now, and we still don't care if y'all are trying to bring something to this channel, but don't bring it over here because we don't care. But yeah, so you know, when people want to go on new journeys and start new things, some people take chances, and we the type of people that took a chance. We up and we left Chicago. Let me put on my seatbelt, y'all, because they be on it out here about the seatbelts. Okay, hold on, y'all. So we left Chicago on a mission to go and basically have a world tour, try to do this YouTube stuff or whatever, right?
Yeah, we weren't supposed to stay in Atlanta. It
wasn't a plan to stay in Atlanta, to live in Atlanta, none of that sort. So we get to Atlanta. It was all fun or whatever. Damn, what happened? So we basically are staying for weeks. It goes now 1, 2, 3 weeks, and we're going from hotel to hotel to hotel. So I finally say, like, we understand that we like the place, we love Atlanta and stuff like that. So we was thinking about, under the circumstance that we was in, the car that we had, it already got us to Atlanta. Now the car that we had wouldn't get us back to, we was trying to go to, what was we trying to go?
Houston.
We was trying to go to Houston. No, we was trying to go take a world tour to go different places. But we said if we couldn't make it to the other places, we'd just go straight to Houston, right?
Yeah.
So, basically, we decided to stay in Atlanta. I'm like, okay, we're spending about, I'm gonna say about almost $1,000 to stay in hotels and keep buying hotels every night. Because if you know how hotels work, it's about, depending on the hotel you go to, it's about 60.
You're spending a lot of money.
It's about, yeah, you spend a lot of money. You spend about $60 to $100 to stay in a nice hotel. I'm not staying none that's not at least nice. So slow down, baby. He always speeding. But so yeah, so I decided, I'm like, okay, we sat and we had a little talk one day, and we decided to say, okay, we're gonna get just an apartment, because if we can afford to stay in hotels, we can afford to you know, start paying rent a month, because we basically spending that much in a week. So this is the issue. We having issues when we first started looking for apartments, because it was either the circumstance we was in, y'all, we was trying to get the hotels every night, and the way we worked, it wasn't like working for us to even be able to pay. You know, when you try to go get an apartment, you have to pay either an admin fee and a deposit, or whatever, how it goes. I know you have to pay up to almost about $400 to even get into the apartment, and you have to pay the prorated rent. Plus, in the circumstance we was in, it was almost the first again, so we have to pay all that stuff we had so far to give them, and the rent for the next month, which would put us in a tight situation, because everybody know when you move out of from where you are, you move out of the city, from where you are, which is 10 hours from Chicago, it's not going to be easy to just keep coming up with money when you're working for your money. So that was one situation we had. We finally found somebody, and it's not even that. It's like when we was looking for an apartment, we had to go through the worst, because you dealing with people that's racial, you dealing with people off appearance, and mind you guys, we living in a hotel. We live in the hotels, or we in the car, basically sleeping in the car, trying to save more money, and on top of that, trying to have food in our mouth, have a place to sleep at night, and not sleep in the car, because we don't know anything about Atlanta, anything about Georgia.
Sleeping in the car.
Sleeping in the car is the worst, y'all. So
I wish that on my worst enemy.
So we like, okay, even though then this car that we have, it might not get us back to Chicago anyway. Now, so after looking at the apartments or whatever, I finally found the apartment that was, I'm making a lot of calls, I'm going through a lot of things, and as we're working, as we're trying to make money to stay in another night, in these hotels. So I'm doing what I gotta do to get us where we need to be. So we finally get a nice apartment that we can find and that we can afford. It's a lot, but we can afford it because we obviously can afford the hotels. So long story short, we got into our apartment or whatever.
No, we went too far. No, we had a different apartment.
We had no. That's the part of the apartment process. Okay, you guys, we had got the first apartment we looked at, y'all. We got it. It was accepted. We was gonna move in a couple days before, man, we paid all this extra money plus what we paying every night to sleep in a hotel. So we got into the apartment, whatever. So like a good 4 days before we officially moved into the apartment, she calls me and she basically says I have to pay a fee of something because it got took back from the bank. And I have to start the process all over again. Like I tell y'all, it's like a hard process trying to get into an apartment to begin with. So we had to end up canceling that. So mind you, we still at the same time in the middle of our money is tight and we're on a budget. Yeah. So we sleeping in the car, we sleeping in hotels, we doing as much as we can to try to even sleep somewhere. So I finally, go get an apartment that I'm in now, which I love, but it's certain things about it I hate. That's another thing too. Like I said, don't bash us or anything, but we are young, we are just getting into the lifestyle we want to live, basically, and people make mistakes, people make silly decisions sometimes for the moment. Okay, I can say that, but yeah, we are just going through things because we didn't know like the ropes and how stuff was supposed to go. You feel me? We tried to do everything on our own without asking an adult trying to be grown, and just got ourselves into something. You basically, that you have to get out. No other way out is paying it out. So basically, it's just a lot going on right now. And then on top of what we do, we use our car. So that's one of the reasons why we're in a U-Haul now, you guys. We are in a U-Haul.
Waiting to get another car.
We are in the process of trying to get another car. But mind you, since we've been to Atlanta, we've been in Atlanta for how many months?
Maybe 5.
5 months now, and been in our apartment for 3. So we are on the 3rd month
on our 3rd car
of rent. Basically, we got our other 2 months paid and everything by ourselves. We did it. Mind you, like I said, we're using our car to work. So we go get a truck. Our car went out, the car that we used to get here, and what happened was we rode with no brakes. Now
the brakes went out on us.
Basically, our brakes of our car that we first had when we moved out here had went out on us. So we're like, dang, how we finna like get around? How we finna get another car? We had the funds to go get another car, right? So we like, how are we even gonna get to the people to get us another car? Now, mind you, if you've been in Atlanta, you've been in Georgia, period, the streets are very long. It's very distance to get. When you live in Buckhead, it's a lot of distance to where things are, where you need, like Walmart, just different. It's very different from where I come from. So, we thinking like, how we finna do this? Like, how we gonna get the car that we seen? So we get stuck somewhere when the brakes went out. We got stuck somewhere. So we drove the car to the house with no brakes. So mind you, you're driving and you have emergency brake, but you don't know if the emergency brake gonna work.
Yeah.
Now mind you,
that's some scary shit.
So I'm just like, we trying not to take like the super big roads to get to home. So we take like
whole time we could have just drove on Piedmont.
Yeah. But whole time like we trying to figure out how we gonna drive the car without no brakes because it's hills. So we took a chance and we drove the car with no brakes. Now it's hard to keep explaining because you have to actually see it to believe it.
I drove while she started laughing.
You have to actually be in it to understand how it was going or whatever. So long story short, that car went out. We went to go get a truck. We drove to get the truck in the same car with no brakes for like 30 minutes on the expressway. So you tell me, if you would drive a car that doesn't brake at all on the expressway, you already going 60 miles per hour, if not 80. And you feel me? And it's hard to brake. And when you do brake, it takes a minute to brake. So you tell me if you would put your life at risk to do that. So we finally go and get hour away from where we live. We finally go and get the truck or whatever. Now the truck lasted us to get everything we needed out the way, like most of the things we needed out the way.
Almost 2 months.
It lasted us almost 2 months. Now imagine you, nothing was really wrong with the truck, but you know, we wouldn't know. Silly us just took it because we needed it. Now that truck, not too long ago of this video, a week ago, it went out. It had stopped accelerating. So this is another problem. The truck had stopped accelerating. So it was like it wouldn't go past 5 at one point, and it wouldn't go past 0. So mind you, we are so far away from home. We are out here, guys. We are out here with nobody, no mechanic, not that much money, but we got enough to survive. It's just a lot. So we got stuck. We got stuck somewhere, so we had to let that car go. Now, literally a day later, we got another car. Literally 1 day later, we went to go get another car.
Took an Uber.
We took an Uber from where we lived to get the car. We get the car or whatever. The lady tells us what's going on with the car or whatever, but we understand like it was a simple issue that could be fixed, and we could just take it and get it fixed for low. So basically we have that car. Now mind you, the truck just broke down and we use our car to work. The truck just broke down, so we get the car the next day. Now a couple days later, so like I said, it's not too far from this video, the day of, so that's why we're in the U-Haul now. But a couple days later, that car starter goes out. So basically, if you guys know about cars, the starter is what operates the car to start. So we didn't know if it was the starter or the alternator at first, and we like, dang, how we gonna get an alternator? How we gonna get a starter? How we gonna get it fixed? How we gonna get it fixed, basically, with no money. So we in a situation again. This is the third car that we have out here so far. So mind you, 3 cars have broke down on us in the middle of working, in the middle of doing things, in the middle of trying to get bills paid, in the middle of trying to have rent paid on time. So anybody in their mind know who pay bills know that's a lot, and it's a struggle having rent, not just any type of rent, but a lot of rent.
And you got to be a certain age to rent a car.
And you have to be a certain age to even get a rental car. And I'm 20, and he's 23. 22. Sorry. He's 20. He's 22. I'm not, and you have to even be past 21. You have to be past 23. You have to be past 22. You have to be 25 at least to even try to get a rental car. You know, they don't just give anybody rental cars. So now my mom is out here. She flies here. Now mind you, all this stuff, bad things are happening in the midst of my mom on her way here, and it's like
it's embarrassing.
It's embarrassing. Like it's not something that anybody would want to go through, and frankly, anybody in our shoes wouldn't have lasted. Like they wouldn't be built for the things that we have been through, you guys. And I'm only sitting here telling y'all this because it's not fair to y'all that y'all get to see half of our life, and we're trying to show y'all another part, which we struggle. We are a team. We go through things too. We human like anybody else that do YouTube. So like I say, it's embarrassing, you feel me, especially when you want to show your mom something different. You want to show like, okay, you own your SHIT, you know, you feel me. And from where we come from, you know, it's been we've been through a lot being together these 3-4 years, so it's not easy. So, and anybody who moved out of a state knows that it's not easy to move with nobody, no family, nobody at all. And it's just by luck that I have somebody with me, and that he has somebody with him, and we can just, you know, be together in the midst of all this. So it's just like a lot going on right now, and we in a U-Haul, and it's like
that's the only way we can make
our money. So yeah, it's like not much we can say or do, but just, you know, pray that life gets better, in which it will. I have faith that things happen for a reason. So sorry y'all keep doing it, but things happen for a reason, and I don't know what reason this is for, but we just updating y'all what's going on with us. I know like everything will get better, but right now we just we're getting everything in order. We're getting everything in order to get everything in this to get everything on this YouTube page in order. But yeah, that's our current situation right now, and that's personally why we haven't been uploading, because we're basically embarrassed, as anybody else would be embarrassed to go through some stuff like this, and to think that you know it all, and you know you move too fast. This is what happens when you move too fast, and you try to do everything by yourself, and you try to do everything because you just think you know what you're doing. But like I said, everybody should want to take a chance, and everybody made a mistake on something they did before in the past. So like I said, this is our first apartment. It's our first time actually moving away from people, and actually moving away that it's nowhere that people is there that we know. Now mind y'all, when we going through all this, it's just bad luck that we see people that help us. Yeah. You know, it be just bad luck, and sometimes it's like my own people that wouldn't help us. Like they would go past us, they would drive past us, they would do things like, dang, you not gonna help me out, you feel me? But that's beyond me, you feel me? So it's like I'm still here, I'm still happy, I'm still healthy. We pray our way through every struggle we have. We ain't perfect.
We at a church.
We at a church. But we normal. We go through things, we mess up, we make mistakes, and that's all we can really say right now. So
videos will be coming back. Like
more videos will be coming, but I just think that we should have let you guys know why and what's been going on with us, and a little bit about ourselves.
Shout out to Brandon. Our videos will be coming more often.
But and guys, it's like we only doing this too because we have people rooting for us to keep going, and it's like it's heartbreaking that we can't do what we really want to do in the midst of all this happening. So, you know, like I said, we're gonna keep the faith, and we're gonna keep pushing, and we're gonna do what we gotta do to get what we want to be. So it's like, yeah, I don't know really, but is that anything you want to say, babe?
No, we're gonna put in the work.
Yeah, we're gonna put in the work.
More videos are coming soon.
For more videos coming soon, y'all.
We're gonna try to upload every day.
Hold on, y'all. But we're gonna try our best to upload every day, and like for real, I really love the supporters. But yeah, that's really it about it, and that's really gonna conclude this video.
Make sure I hit that subscribe button, please.
Make sure I hit that subscribe button.
That like button, leave a beautiful comment.
That like button, leave a beautiful comment, some motivation, you know,
if you
help us.
By yourself.
If you ever had an experience like this where you had to sleep in your car, you had to go through things in life to get where you are today, or any motivation would help right now. That really would help us right now. Keep us in y'all prayers, because we're not gonna give up on ourselves. So y'all shouldn't give up on us, but we're not giving up on ourselves. We're gonna keep going. And yeah, that's all I can say. Like, that's it. you know.
Gang,
But
gang.
we is out, y'all.
Peace.
Peace.